Alright, so today we're going to be installing the Ratcheting Rhino grips from Kolpin. I guess the model number on this is 21540. They come in a pair. I've been wanting to put a set of these on the front rack for the longest time. I've been scratching up the rack. Every time that I've been putting, shovels and stuff on there, ends up just scratching the paint and the metal. So, alright, let's see what's all in here. Alright, so in the box we get the rubber pads. There should be, I believe, 4 of these. They look like they're identical. Yeah, so these will be, you'll have one on the top, one on the bottom. And then there's also the mount itself, all the hardware. All the screws already seem to be open. So hopefully this is all good. Sticker. And of course the caution, do not return to store. So if anything's missing, I guess I'm going to be giving them a call instead of going back to Amazon. So see what we have in the instructions, if there's anything different than what I already think. Yeah, so you end up mounting the bottom plate, the top plate, they're both identical. The swivel portion goes on top of that with the 4 bolts. This unique U-style clamp then goes through and locks it into place. And then you've got the mechanism itself. Looks like, yeah, these are lock nuts, no washers. So that's pretty good. And from every other video I've seen, the single piece usually gets mounted, facing forward. So, all right, let's get these bad boys detached. All right, so what I'm thinking is I've seen these mounted right here. That's probably the best place because, there's really not a spot necessarily here that the bar will go nicely under. I figure I'll put one on each corner. And then the nice thing about it is we can pull these clamps out, these clips, turn it to the, the proper orientation. And then we should have it at the 90 degrees, straight forward and back, if that makes any sense. So let's pull this out. Oh, you know what? Yeah, so you got to push on the tabs to release them. That makes sense. The clip, it tells you insert the clip on this side. So that's cool. There we go. And then the clip comes out. Looks like this is the top side. The bottom side has got these little molding circles on there. So we'll just remember how to put them there. These pop out. Oh, that's pretty cool. It's got a little rotating piece. So this will be the one side. Let's go to the other one. Release this like we did. There we go. Same thing, circles on the bottom. This one doesn't want to pull out as easy. Here we go. Cool. All right. Get the rubber pads here. I would imagine to keep them from sliding. And so it's basically the top, the bottom, and then this piece. So let's try this. We'll put, these are all the same size. Put one rubber pad in here. That'll be our bottom. One rubber pad up on the top. Okay, that actually looks pretty good there. Put this piece on. See if we get the bolts to go all the way through. Perfect. All right, so this is take 2. I've had nothing but issues and frustrations with the first take. I'll actually put those as a blooper reel at the very end, but I figured out a much easier way to do this now. All right, so these are the basic 3 pieces that you need to mount this. This is on my Rubicon 520. And maybe with some other ATVs where you've got a straight rack, this isn't an issue. With this curved rack and the bar coming here, the problem is that you can mount both of these pieces fairly straight, but in order for this piece to fit on and to be actually horizontal and not on an angle, you're going to have to use the 2 shorter screws in the front and the 2 longer screws in the back, because otherwise the way it's tightened, you're not going to be, the short screws just won't be long enough, okay? So the other frustration I had was with these rubber pieces. These things that the rubber, helps keep them in place, helps prevent scratching. They kept moving out of place, so what I ended up doing was I actually took some medical tape, I pulled off a little piece, folded it around itself, put the medical tape here, and just stuck it on just to hold this rubber piece in place. Such a simple solution, but it just made everything so much easier. So what we're going to do is, in the couple of trial fits that I had, he put the 2 pieces, the bottom and the top on, put this piece on. We're going to just put the 2 front shorts in first. That seemed to work the best. So let's grab these. And this time I'm not going to thread it through the rubber piece, which I did on the first take, which was just a disaster. Had to refilm that. So, all right. We'll tighten the lock nuts on just a little bit to hold it in place. These are 7/16 nuts, and then we'll put the longer ones through. And as you can see, just because of the angle of the bar, we're trying to keep this, horizontal and flush. So this bottom bracket is going to have to be on an angle. That's why we need the longer bolts. So the longer bolts, just clear. I mean, they're pretty close to hitting the fender, but it looks like they're okay. Maybe what I'll do at some point, if I'm at the hardware store, I'll just get a little bit of a shorter set. And I lost the front one. This is like turning into the blooper reel again. All right, we'll put that one back in. That one's on the floor somewhere. We'll find it later. Here's the long one. Let's get this through. I just want to get this first bracket on straight, and then I think we'll be okay with doing the second one. So I also should have just grabbed, I got 7/16 socket, but the socket's not going to work in the back because there's not enough room to get it on there. Let's grab one more nut out of here. Oh yeah, this is great too. Look at it, great quality control. Look at the bend on this particular bolt. I'm glad I'm not having to use all 4 of those long ones, but kind of makes you wonder a little bit, right? All right, let's see if we can get my hand in here. Probably would help if I had smaller hands, but there we go. Okay, that looks good, and I can turn it as far as I can here, and we're nice and parallel with the rack. So let me go ahead and tighten these down, and I'll show you what it looks like as soon as we're done. So actually, it does look pretty good. The alignment's not too bad. Let's actually give it a try. The shovel's a little bit on the short side, but it should fit. End up ratcheting it there, ratchet there, and there you go. Complete. Hopefully this will help with your installation. Hopefully you won't have all the frustration that I had with mine. And thanks again for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. Take care, guys. So let's go back to the longs. We hit it right by accident the first time. Of course now this piece came out. So basically in this video, I'm going to teach you everything you should not be doing. So Now the other piece came out. Alrighty, let's kind of start over here. Nope, that was not good. Oh, I see the issue. You know what happened? Alright, something to be careful of when you're putting the screw in. I actually ended up threading in the rubber piece. Beautiful toolkit here, huh?